everybody, this is Fritz again. My next shop project. They're all out of order, just like life. Anyway, here's my 2015 Toyota, 2005 Toyota Tacoma, and today I'm going to replace the bumper. It took a couple hits in years past. I don't know if you can see the dent right here. These got blown out, lost some parts, and then you can see the bumper no longer has much to it anymore. I stick a finger through it. I recently replaced this, which was nice. You can see the badging's gone, but there's the old one. It was fairly damaged, and I tried some quick repairs. It did not work. So I went online and shopped around, and I found an inexpensive bumper. So what you'll see here is a I think it was $109, and it's whatchamacall, the coating. I can't remember what the regular paint baked on type coating is, and I went ahead and bought truck bed coating and painted as many coats as I could get on there, so to give it some further rust proofing. So the job today will be to get this bumper off. Alrighty.
Okay, so here we are. I'm going to be doing a bunch of high-speed montages to show you the progress. There is only a small amount of bolts that actually holds the bumper on, and as I find out, a bumper is a skin with reinforcing components within, and I didn't know that at all, actually. So there is, I believe, 14 bolts. First comes the license plate, obviously, and I start taking off the bolts that I could see at the time. Now, I'm doing this fairly without any knowledge, the internet being my only guide.
I found out I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm taking what I saw on the old bumper and applying it to this bumper. How good any of this is going to look, but I got about...
Well, as I pointed out, I really don't know what I'm doing. So here comes the external bolts on the skin, and I start struggling with everything at this point. Rust was not my friend, and I had never heard about a real penetrating spray up to this point, and I did not have it. So you will see me struggle with it. Those all kind of came out. I was loosening the outer skin from the reinforcing struts. There's two in the corners and one big one in the center above the trailer hitch. The trailer hitch actually acts as yet another reinforcing item and a mounting thing. And as per usual, I don't have the right job, so the impact wrench was invaluable. I did have a standard metric set, which helped, but I often just didn't have leverage. And as you will see coming up, trying to take out the two main bolts that attach the main strut to the bumper are 3/4 inch, and I have no idea why they would use a standard on a metric truck, but that's the way they did it. So I figured, well, I know a few tricks. I will use a pipe as an extender, and however, you will watch through this few minutes of montage, I'm not very good at any of this stuff. I struggled and struggled and struggled. It was only later, after heavy doses of penetrating oil, that these things vaguely came off. I also had to borrow a couple of sockets, 3/4 sockets to help me. Not a couple, but I had to borrow one and some other tools to help me with this project, because I usually see just dropping, fumbling, nothing works. I needed 4 hands, and I only had my 2, and they didn't work out terribly well. However, I made progress slowly but surely. These were the two main outer external ones. There's only 4 on the inside that I had to worry about. Oh gosh, this is just painful to watch me fumble through this. So I only slated a day for this project thinking it would take nothing. Wow, was that a catastrophic oversight on my part. It ended up taking 3 days worth of effort. And as you'll see a little bit further in the video, I have my neighbor come over to help me out because I'm getting snookered and I need someone with a brain. Here's my
So
neighbor
I've already
Daniel.
snapped off one of these things, and now my buddy Daniel's doing all the work. He got it started, and now he's doing the finishing work here.
I feel like this video is going to make me out to a hero that I am not.
Shh, tell no one. All right, Daniel.
All right.
This is the show. So, you want to hold while I do what's the final one?
Oh yeah, you want to be underneath? And
Not really, but I mean it's my car. I suppose I should probably do that, huh? Please don't drop it on my head.
I will do my best.
So we commenced
Yeah.
jerking and twitching and everything. At this point, we'd removed the 4 bolts that were underneath that attached the frame, the bumper stiffener to the frame. So we thought, oh, this will just pop right off. And it does not pop right off. Both of us are reasonably fit men, and the next day, neither of us could move, barely, due to the stress. That's his daughter offering direction and assistance to us.
It's not going anywhere. I think
We had to insert 2 of the bolts back in just briefly and lightly to help act as a support while we took other ones out. So now everything's out, and here we go.
Is it still on something?
Oh, it's moving. We know it's loose, but we keep on thinking it's hung up on something. What we're finding out, it was just rust and friction that were holding this thing in place. I was afraid I was going to tear the edge of the bumper off since it's wafer thin, a piece of chrome without much metal behind it, but it still managed to pinch fingers and vex us for quite a bit.
I'm grabbing.
Now my wife comes in to offer some advice and support. Honestly, as many jokes as there can be about too many chefs in the kitchen, we all work very well together. It was always an issue of eyes. Like we couldn't see anything eyes-wise. You needed more and more sets to see where's it hanging up. Did we miss a bolt? Did we do anything like that? So we get underneath and we start doing push-ups on this thing and doing all kinds of stuff. And finally, Daniel says, "Hey, listen, I bet if we had a crowbar, this would be easy." Okay, so great. I got a pry bar. It's probably for working on a motor lifter, something in an engine.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, go do on your side.
Okay, so he's starting to see some movement here forward, so we start passing this back and forth. Finally, we have a tool. A pry bar would have probably been better, but anyway, here's a big lift, and nothing happening, not moving. Oh,
No, you're doing the tailgate.
Don't do the tailgate.
my wife caught that. See, there was that extra eyes. If the pry bar had been up any farther, it would have dented the metal of my fresh new tailgate metal.
Yeah, it's coming loose.
So,
I think we just need to keep working at it. I'll hold it from underneath so it doesn't
Don't go
fall
up
on
so
me.
high. You're up too high.
Daniel is so positive. Oh boy. Yeah, I just couldn't get the leverage to get that thing
Wait
to
a minute,
move.
wait. Let's take a look at the trailer hitch here. Stuck on something?
Does he see something? I can.
Oh. What? Well,
If we just start to fight with it and fight with it and fight with it at this point. I think I can't remember if it was Daniel or my wife who says like, "Hey, why don't we just get the tailgate out of the way, and that way we can see what we're doing." Mind you, this is like an hour in. That would have been nice to sort it out, but we didn't. So only now we're going like, oh, there we go. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's how that goes. And here's the final wrestle before the golden moment. And this will be the end of day 1. And as soon as I can edit day 2 and day 3 up. Oh, come on, you. This is so frustrating. Even watching it after the fact is frustrating. But thanks for watching. And if you like any of these videos, put a thumbs up. And I will see you next time.